You guys were there. Sorry about that. Oh, it's completely
Look up. That sky is not decoration, it is a map. And for thousands of years, people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worship, mapped.
I want to make the
Not kidding.
Zilazon.
Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Jinja Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the earth, the planets, the physics, and two great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay with me. This is not fluff, this is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science, the cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began with a hot, dense state. Expansion, cooling. Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars. Stars forge heavier elements. First generations of stars live, die, explode. Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood was forged in a furnace and will never stand next to you. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system formed from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impact, a magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as a list of numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water, a large moon that stabilizes tilt, a magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for light is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, Greek religion. And I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were a religion. Lived practice, temples, priests, sacrifices, festivals, oracles, oaths sworn in the names of gods, cities named and protected under patron deities. This was their sacred order. Not a comic book, not a Disney movie. A worldview about power, fate, justice, weather, war, love, and the structure of the world. Zeus, sky, king, thunder, the one who holds the weather the way a government holds law, except this is older than any parliament. Hera, Hestia of the heart, Athena of strategy and craft, Apollo of light, music, prophecy, Artemis, Poseidon of the sea, Demeter of the grain that keeps a people alive, Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge, Hermes the messenger, Dionysus. These were not cartoon characters. People made offerings. People built the Parthenon. People traveled to Delphi. People mapped the night sky as stories of gods and heroes because the sky was sacred geometry, theology written in light. Orion, Draco, Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems, calendar systems, a way to hand down who we were and who rules above us. When Greek religion looked up, it saw divinity in pattern, order in chaos, personality in the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred story, fine, but in modern talk, myth means fake, and that is dishonest to the Greeks who worshipped. Their religion explained creation, kingship, justice after death, and why the world has form. You do not have to convert to respect that it was real religion to real people. Now Hindu
I've seen
cosmology.
myself on other channels
And this
before,
is where
like,
science and
people
spirituality
do
shake
stuff,
hands in a
like,
way that still messes with me.
people love that stuff.
Hindu time is
Keep
not
going,
a
once you
short,
got people
straight
watching,
line.
you go
It is
live,
cycles,
pretty much just
huge
talk about
cycles.
music on your channel,
Brahma
maybe
creates,
the next
Vishnu
4 videos.
preserves,
Hey,
Shiva
come over to this
dissolves
channel
so
and learn
creation
more
can
about this
begin
stuff,
again.
you know, 'cause this is
A
channel
day
that
of
you
Brahma,
can
a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number, 4.32 billion. Modern geology puts Earth at roughly 4.54 billion years. Life appears in a window measured in billions, not thousands. The scale of Hindu religious time matches the scale of deep time science finally admitted. That is not me saying a textbook copied a Sanskrit text last Tuesday. That is me saying the ancients were not small-minded. They were thinking in ages of ages, while other cultures were arguing over a few thousand years on a chalkboard. Yugas, Manvantaras, universes that breathe out and breathe in, matter as Maya, appearance, self as Atman, ultimate reality as Brahman, formation and destruction and formation again. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not Halloween costumes, deities of process, generator, sustainer,
or maybe my
transformer.
symptoms exhibited would be
That
so
is
bad
cosmology
that they might just
dressed as
inhibit
devotion.
it. Let me get my
Temples still fill, mantras still move
so
air,
bad when I'm locked
pilgrims
up, all I
still
can
walk.
think about is what's
This
in
is
my
a living
head.
religion for over
And
a
all that
billion
goes through
people.
my head is grind.
So do
You
not
cannot
call it a
behave
myth like it
this.
expired.
You cannot be behaving like
It
this.
did not
You cannot
expire.
behaving like
It
this.
maps
And I'm like,
world ages the way physics maps
oh my
epochs.
God.
Put the threads next to each
Damn,
other.
that's thick.
Science.
Oh.
Singularity to stars, to nebula, to Earth, to biosphere. Precise, cold, testable, pieces.
Perfect.
Greek religion.
Let's go back to
Gods as living powers in the
in
sky, sea, underworld, city, and fate.
When I'm just speeding.
Worshipped with ritual and law.
When I'm just blasting.
Hindu cosmology.
Blasting like them
Cyclical
prophylactics to try to
time
take
measured in
the lactic acid out
billions.
my muscles when I'm struggling
Creator,
with muscular
preserver,
dystrophy and radial nerve
destroyer,
palsy. I know
as
it's a
the engine of
disability and people say I'm
existence.
so full of it. I'm just an
Different
actor
languages,
too. People with
same
disabilities
hunger.
can act too. It's always been
How
my
did this
dream.
place get
Part
here?
3, about to come
Who
up with
or
the
what
obscene, the
holds
off-scene, behind the scenes.
Why does
Able
order
production,
keep
Epstein,
winning just
and get the
enough
heck out
for
of my
life to
goddamn
stand
channel.
up
I don't know
and
what
speak?
you heard about him. I don't know what you heard about
I was raised
me.
around church teaching,
But I'm a
Catholic,
PIM.
Lutheran threads in the fabric.
G.
Faith is believing without needing to see.
I'm a ping.
Faith is refusing to only trust what you see and letting faith drag you toward what you already know is true. For me, God and what I call the Mother Spirit, that protective pole, sit with the same awe I feel when I hear the age of the universe out loud. Half spiritual, half physical. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So here's the synthesis, plain. The Big Bang is not the enemy of the sacred. Fine-tuning is not a gotcha meme. Greek religion is not a discarded fairy tale. It is a complete sacred system that built temples and named the sky. Hindu cosmology is not superstition. It is a civilization of thought that thought in billions while the lab is still catching up. When you study accretion disks and iron cores, you are reading one dialect of the architect's code. When you stand in a temple or under Orion, you are reading another dialect of the same hunger for origin and meaning. You want proof? Enough proof to humble you. The universe has an age. Stars die so planets can live. Earth sits in a narrow, habitable band. Ancient peoples built entire religions to explain the same sky with devotion instead of scoffing. Plus rigor is the evidence that speaks if you will listen. Personal, 30 seconds. Minnesota. I remember walking home one night, Twin Cities air, cold enough to see your breath. I felt watched by the whole dome of stars. Not hunted, watched.
I was reading the scratch tables right there.
Turntable. Shadows.
My dad's gonna get you better
in
ones.
my chest.
I love my father.
I did not feel small.
I'm always getting mad and I don't like him, but
I looked up toward Orion and I did not see a cartoon. I saw it.
I love him. I love my mom. I
In
love
that
my
second,
family.
I knew.
I love all of you.
Not just a guy.
I do. I love the whole world. I pray for everyone that I live in mistakes and live in a better world.
Making a beat for us to go with
Faith
while I'm
was
playing
me
the game.
finally
While I'm
agreeing
playing
with
while
what
I'm
the
playing
sky had been saying the whole
while I'm playing
time.
the game, we're gonna make a beat.
This hit you, like the video. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. Science, sacred systems, real science.
My soul is missing. All I have is death, so I'll take you with me.
Hit me
I
up.
feel like I'm great, so kill me just in case.
The beatboxing.
What was it like? I wish you would step away from that ledge, my friend, and I will understand. Thank you for telling me that it made it to the live stream. That's just one opinion, but if I want you to come back, then yeah, I probably should do the singing then, What do you guys think? Are you guys a fan of the singing at all? Not really? That's fine. I don't
My
do it.
brothers would sleep in my room.
I'm not gonna turn the volume down on
They
me.
have the exact same nightmare, the exact same claw, the exact same window, the exact same drop.
Boom, look up.
They didn't know what our decoration. I didn't tell
Not a
them.
sponsored ad.
But when they woke up, did not look at
I'll
it.
show you how it
They
works.
looked at it and said,
I'll show you how
every
they
night
do it.
I would hide under my covers.
That beat, this video right here is not a sponsored ad. You know, I explain what I'm using. I give reviews on it. That's for the people. Hopefully one day I can have ads more legitimate. Is that all our dream, kinda? To make money? It's hard when you're disabled, but you still gotta do it. There's no excuse. You gotta work some type of job that can bring an income. That not everybody can move. I had to work on that when I was 20 years old. I got disabled. I had a really good job. I was a subcontractor in Minnesota. And then I broke my leg. It's kind of hard. They prescribed me a lot of medication and never working on it.
Heads were shaved.
They prescribed me like months and I had like surgery on my leg. I had heart surgery.
I jumped up and I was going to punch 4.6 billion beam on Marcelo 17 and ready to fire Nebula. I jumped, and when I was in the air, that thing slapped the screen photo for mid-air. Planetesimal smashed. The young sun woke up in my bed. Rocky shit. Then I heard that eerie music of gas giants.
Here we go. Got him.
Ever since I was 3 years old, Magma started having night full of iron.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's perfect. I'll show you one more level when we get
People talk about not hiding under the
stealth.
for them to go away. Perfect enough distance. I was wide awake. The liquid wall finally got great. Large moon stabilizes tilt. That's all. Jet ready. I'm not talking right here.
What kind of scene was it? Was it just freestyle or was it heavy metal?
No, physically, when I was in the air, this is what convinced me I wasn't crazy. Hera, my brother's Hestia, I heart because I was scared. Athena of strategy have the exact same nightmare. Apollo of light, exact same thought. Prophecy, the exact Artemis, Poseidon of the exact same.
Maybe don't really like she made the probably wanted to until I took it about how boys like
Festus at
now
the
beat it.
Hermes, Nemesis, People built the Parthenon. People traveled to Delphi. People mapped the night sky as stories of gods and heroes because the sky was sacred geometry, theology written in light. Orion, Draco, Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems.
Hey, the person didn't say my rapping made them leave. They said that the singing made them leave. So it ain't my lyrics, it's just my
When
voice.
Greek religion looked up and saw divinity,
That's not a good thing at all.
and chaos, personality, and the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred stories. Fine. But in modern talk, myth
Started on
means
YouTube 3 months ago.
dishonest to
The
the
first
Greeks.
video I posted gave me a strike. Wasn't able to post for a whole week, but I didn't make my outlook look bleak. I just made sure I didn't get another strike within the 90-day
You do
streak.
not have to convert to
But
respect.
here's a sneak peek
real
of what's
religion.
going to be uploaded next week on this live stream. You know that you
Now
can
Hindu
replay,
cosmology.
watch it, even comment
This
it
is
with
where
others.
science and spirituality
Engage
shake
in the
hands
comments.
in a way
We
that's
can
still
play
messy.
fun and have the funnest time
Hindu
of our
time
lives.
is not a
Right now.
short, straight line. It is cycles, huge cycles. Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, Shiva dissolves, so creation can begin again. A day of Brahma, a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number. 4.3.
Well, actually, that was really me. I made sure my mom would not go to
Modern
one of those.
geology puts Earth at roughly 4.54 billion years.
If she wants to go to a home when she gets older, I'll let her go to the home. But the minute she has to be taken out of there, I'm taking her out of there and I'm taking her back home with me.
Matches the scale
I'm
of
not letting my mom
science
go.
finally admitted. That is
My
not
parents
me
had me
saying
when they were very,
copied the Sanskrit
in
text.
their much older years.
That is
So,
me saying the ancients were
yes, I
not
don't want to
small
see them go to a home.
They were thinking in ages
I want to
of
take
ages,
care
while
of
other
them. They didn't have as
cultures
much time
argued
to
a few thousand
spend with
years.
me when they had to be earning the money and
You
stuff like that.
Montauk
Make sure I had the basic
universes
necessities
that
like food,
breathe
water,
out from
shelter,
breathing
just
matter as Maya,
things didn't always work out like they planned.
self
I
as
thought they
Atma,
got abandoned when I was
ultimate
16, but
reality as Brahma.
it was really my dad making me at
and
9
destruction
and
and
pretty much impacting his problems onto me when my mom was really the one who was there for me the whole time, but just couldn't do it on her own, raising 3 kids alone. Not 3 kids, 4. My dad included. Like, I love my dad.
Generator, sustainer, transformer. That is cosmology dressed as devotion.
Around the house. I don't need to hire a
Temples still
I
filled,
handle it myself.
mantras still
Even though
hold
I'm
there.
right hand eye dominant,
Pilgrims
they call
still
me
walk.
ambidextrous because
This
my
is
right
a
hand got
living
broken.
religion
You can see
for
the
over a
scar
billion
right
people.
there along the third
So do
line
not
of the
call it
bar.
a myth
Here we
like
go.
it expired.
may not go far.
It did not
We may
expire.
not go far.
It maps world ages
We'll
the
go
way
with Dave
physics
far.
maps.
Far out, man.
Put
Far
the threads